It's really ridiculous how some cars these days do not come with CD players inside of them. This is the Rock and Roll Weatherman. My name is Sean Morrison, and yes, one of my friends at Heart brought this to my attention. Shout out to him for requesting a video on this. And you know, a lot of the old school people, back in we go back in time to the 50s when there was 78 records when they first came out. Went to 45s, and cassette 8 tracks got popular, then cassettes got popular, CDs were the thing starting in the 80s. Vinyl was vinyl was a popular thing as well, and then that went obsolete too. Cassette players eventually went obsolete, and now with the digital era, most people buy music digitally, and that's fine. It just sucks that musicians get shit royalties from digital sales and digital streaming, and honestly, I feel that should be improved since a majority of people listen to their music digitally. But now, come on, car makers, you should have a way where you can make a car for have a couple of versions made of a car for a customer to include a CD player if they wish. Maybe charge an extra few $100s for it. It's the only way it's going to work these days. Or, you know, if the person doesn't want a CD player in their car, let them keep the one without that in the car. You know, I just recently purchased a Honda RX hybrid, and that does not come with a CD player. And the funniest thing is, in 2023, I bought more CDs in this year than I have purchased in the last like 10 years, and it's not a fucking joke at all. And now it's like right now, if I want to listen to these full CDs, I'm stuck listening to them at home on the home CD player. You know, in the new location where I'm at now, I am, getting my CDs put in order and everything. And, I, I'm not saying I own 10,000 CDs. I probably own close to 1,000. And, even cassette players in cars too. Some people would like too, because there's some stuff on cassette people still even have, and that's even been obsolete, as well as there's been people releasing stuff now on cassette, believe it or not, as well as the vinyl. Friends, if you're not subscribed to the Show Morrison YouTube channel, please do so. Everyone else out there subscribed, thank you very much for your continued love, honor, and support. It's greatly appreciated. Did not mean going on a tangent talking about other stuff, but CDs are important. You know, it's like, how many people want to now be in that car forced to, you know, buy buy music they already have on CD and double spend. But hey, it does happen. Don't get me wrong, people know I'm a Styx fan. I do have most Styx releases on CD. Actually, I think Mr. Morrison actually does. I know there was a few purchased on cassette at one time, but mostly everything has been updated to CD. But you know, it's just ridiculous that you cannot go purchase a car and not have a CD player. The funniest thing was in 2018 on my previous car, which was a 2019 Honda Fit. When I purchased that, it did not come with Sirius XM, and at the time I was forced to cancel the subscription, because at the time the streaming, I believe something with the streaming, it was more money, and I don't think I was able to listen to it in the car on the Bluetooth. Something happened. I honestly don't remember why I did not switch it out once in a while, but then Sirius XM gave me a hard time of canceling it. I'm like, well, the car, it doesn't come in the car. What do you want me to do? Pay for a subscription that I can't use? That's how ridiculous some of these fucking crap gets. But I've had the streaming ever since with with the with them ever since which is now streaming platinum, and you can listen to that through your Bluetooth in the car. You can listen to it on the SiriusXM app. You can put it on your computer, sit at home, whatever you're doing with it, however you're listening to it. Good thing about the SiriusXM, um, when you have the streaming plans, like the streaming platinum plans, is that they come with deep cut channels where the car radio plans don't. So if you only have the plan in the car, you're only going to get the Hair Nation channel. You're not going to get Hair Nation Party or Hair Nation Deep Cuts. You know, just wish car companies would go and give the customer a goddamn fucking option of installing a CD player in their car, where it's like old times, a car coming with a CD player. Because honestly, I was reading something that you can actually get a CD player, stick it in a port, and listen to your CDs there. But who the fuck wants to get a fucking CD player, stick it in the fucking port, and drive the fucking car? Sure, open it up, boom, I gotta put the CD in. And is it gonna let me switch the song on the CD if I don't want to hear a certain song at the time, or is it not? Honestly, I don't fucking know. And where am I supposed to stick the CD player? If I'm in the car with I'm from if I'm on the car with my wife in the car, where am I supposed to where am I going to put the CD player? Honestly, it doesn't it's not gonna fit. It's not gonna fit by the gear or anything. I mean, fucking come on. What are these fucking car dealerships thinking when they're not gonna offer this? No, I'm not asking for a vinyl player for the car. Because what happens now is when you buy a CD now, and you can't listen to it in the car if you don't have a CD player. You're stuck with the streaming. And it's like Amazon. Like I said, I buy Amazon digital music releases a lot. I had the Amazon streaming. I had an Amazon streaming plan, but I wasn't gonna go pay monthly for that if I was still buying full releases from certain artists, and I wasn't gonna get that since I still had SiriusXM. Didn't make sense to have 25,000 fucking streaming plans. Yes, there's Spotify as well, and to get a regular Spotify, you have to pay a subscription. I don't want another subscription. Pandora is still around out there. Yes, it's owned by SiriusXM now. I don't know how it works. I know one time, if you didn't want commercials, you'd pay an extra $5 a month for it or whatever. But now, if you have SiriusXM, you can make Pandora stations based on songs that you are listening to. Sorry, this video is a long fucking video. I did um, get a little bit out of the context of talking about car dealerships not providing CD players in the cars, explaining different situations of how to listen to music, but it all just fucking makes sense, and I feel I have my motherfucking damn right to talk about it. So, all you car dealerships out there, you need to get on the fucking ball. Let CD players exist in cars still today. You gotta do that. It's only fair to the customer buying the car. What's next? You're gonna start making cars that don't allow you to put gas in the car? That's probably fucking next. In New Jersey, Governor Phil Murphy wants to ban gas cars by the time of 2035. Car dealerships, car owners, car manufacturers, get your fucking act together. Put CDs players back in the fucking cars. Shame, shame, shame.